adventures of...
Assalamu alaikum and peace. I'm in a phone box, but I'm not in any old phone box. I'm in this rusty, windowless phone box out in the Lake District, which can only mean one thing: Hardknott Pass. And I've just done it. I come back down because it's chucking it down, and I don't care because I made it up. Last time, if you remember, was on Fred Whitten, and the GoPro battery died pretty much here. Those guys have got the right idea. So 33% or 30% on that sign, whichever one you want. It's bloody steep either way. Legs were burning just after the 33% section, which you'll see in the video. Now the guy that I'm with, he's gone off in the opposite direction where it's flat because he wants to get a bit of a ride in. He's not ready for this kind of stuff. I said, give it a go, you never know. And he's got the car key and he ain't gonna be back for an hour and it's raining. So let me set the scene. This is the second climb today that we've done. The first one being the struggle. And the struggle I filmed full out effort. Well, you like to say effort. It was an effort. Let's say it was a struggle, since we were on the struggle. It was a struggle getting up the damn thing. And the climb dictated the pace in most places. I wasn't really feeling it. I went back down the struggle to film that in sections to get some B-roll footage. So that was the second time I went up it. Then the battery died, so I had to go back and do it again. So I've done the struggle 3 times today, and now we've had lunch 15 minutes before I did Hardknott Pass. And going up Hardknott Pass, oh god, mad stomachache, stitch, all sorts going on. So I wasn't in the best place, to be honest with you. Enjoy the footage. Definitely worth a try. Even if you're not up to doing climbs, just get out of here. If you've got to put your foot down, put your foot down. There's no shame in it. Last time I did this was maybe 5 years ago, first attempt. Started cycling, got a bike, heard about Hardknott Pass, dragged my mate in, Shams and Jans, and got them to join me. We actually did it the wrong way around. We did Rhino's long way and then up the back end of Hardknott, which some say is harder, I don't know. And back down it. That was like, must have felt like 12 hours of riding to do about 50 miles. I think we walked most of it. But again, no shame, it's just a wicked adventure. Get out there and do it. Give it a go. You never know. And obviously, if you fail, no shame, but you'll go back again and you'll probably get a PB. So, nice to do. Lots of cars going up, burning the clutches out. Oh, my legs are shaking, I'm just knackered. I need to get in the car, it's raining. Okay, before we dive into the nitty-gritty of this climb, let's get some logistics sorted out. So to experience the unique challenge of Hardknott Pass, it's best to approach it from Esdale Valley. This will mean you're attempting it from the same direction as it's done in the famous Fred Whitten challenge, and in the same direction as Simon Warren's 100 Greatest Climbs, which gets 10 out of 10 for toughness if you've been living under a rock and don't know about it. This will give you a chance to test yourself against anyone that's attempted it and see how far you're off the top 10 leaderboard. As you make your way towards Esdale, you'll be treated to some breathtaking views around the surrounding countryside. The road meanders through idyllic villages and you'll have the opportunity to take in the splendour of the Lake District. Now let's talk about parking. Parking options are available near Esdale, and one of the most convenient options I found was at the Esdale Green Car Park. It's close to the starting point of your journey up Hardknott Pass. However, like most places, it can get crowded, so I'd probably advise arriving early. You might want to consider parking further out and creating a loop, as there's loads of great climbs in the area. If you're really up for it and you've got a full day, I'd consider doing the Fred Whitten Challenge loop, but you'll need to start off in Windermere. As you start your ascent from Esdale, you'll immediately notice that the road narrows and you'll start to feel a sense of the challenge that awaits you. Or like me, get butterflies because of the dread. This road might be long enough to provide a warm-up as you pedal through the picturesque countryside, but if you're like me, you're probably going to need a bit more time. Right, back to the climb at hand. As you approach the Jubilee Bridge, you'll know that you're about to embark on a proper challenge. This is where the gradients immediately start to increase as you head up into a small woodland area. I remember when I was on the Fred Whitten, the gradient immediately started to sap my legs, and this first third of the climb felt really bad. It really did take me by surprise, and everybody looked to be stood up on the day. We're nearly there yet. As you come up through the woodland area, you'll probably find cars parked either side, just past the cattle grid. Be careful here because it can get wet, and if you don't want to come off just as you've just got started. The road gets quite narrow here, so you might want to ride aggressively if there's cars and motorcycles coming down the opposite direction. Take up the road and wave to them to stop or slow down. That's usually my strategy when on climbs, where it's hard to pass on a cattle grid. I'm sure they'll oblige, as they will be fully aware of what you're about to attempt, and if anything, you'll probably find them rolling down the windows, sharing a few words of support. If they get abusive, just flick them the twos and carry on. Okay, so here is where my objective really is to keep the power down and keep my heart rate down. The first left bend to me feels really bad, although not as steep as what's to come later on. It's just a little reminder that this climb is renowned for being an absolute killer, and this reminder carries on for a fair bit. Where you can take up the road, pick the best lines whilst listening out for traffic coming down. You can't see too far ahead, and the last thing you want to do is stop for a car. If you're tackling this on the Fred, you'll probably find your options are very limited. People will be scattered all over the place and you'll have to weave in and out of people. Here is where Hardknott Pass takes its first victims, I think. Some will be powering up, whilst others will be stopping in front of you to dismount. There'll be people pushing their bikes either side, and even some people pulling really impressive wheelies and falling off backwards. Don't forget those people that decide to do a zigzag to lessen the gradient. If you stop, you'll have zero chance of getting started again. In Simon Warren's book, these sections are put down at 25%, and I think that's pretty accurate. Those hairpin turns that I've just ridden up start to become more frequent, and it's essential to mentally prepare yourself for what lies ahead. Forget the power numbers and the heart rate now. It's too late for all of that. Concentrate on your breathing, your body position and pedal stroke. Push yourself to get round the bends and be as efficient as possible. It's going to feel really bad, but don't stop. Just keep telling yourself it's going to be over soon, and you'll get a chance to calm your breathing like on this section here. Another pointer is that on Fred, there's a cameraman snapping shots from a far distance. You probably won't see him, so you want to keep your game face on, your stomach tucked in for an epic photo. And if you've got friends like mine, they'll take the absolute mick if you get caught by the cameraman pushing your bike. So all the more reason to get around those bends. It's all good fun though, and it's this banter that fuels the fire and motivates me to do better. I will not quit. That's all you got to keep telling yourself. And the bends keep coming, but it's not insanely steep anymore. It's just crazy steep. But somehow it feels okay as your legs get a chance to recover from the previous punishment. Look at my heart rate, 190 beats per minute plus. I'm going harder than I feel it's comfortable, and the gradients are no longer dictating the pace anymore, so why not dig a little deeper, I'm thinking to myself. However, I am still thinking about that 33% section, so let's not get too crazy. Luckily, the road is dry at the moment. I'd hate to be doing this in the wet. Which brings me on to the ever-changing weather conditions of Hardknott Pass. The Lake District's unpredictable climate can throw anything your way, from brilliant sunshine to heavy rain, and even dense fog. It's essential you check the weather forecast and pack accordingly. During the Fred, Altaf got clear skies and a warm breeze. I was probably about 15 minutes behind him and got thick fog, so much so you could only see maybe 50 meters in front. Another element that adds to the uniqueness of this climb is the potential for wildlife encounters. Keep an eye out for sheep. They can be roaming around all over this place, and especially if you're descending, the last thing you want is one of these to kind of dart in front of you and knock you off. So just be aware. Oh my goodness, look at my heart rate, 190 beats per minute. I'm not even putting that much power through, to be honest with you. This is where I need to kind of recuperate and get a hold of myself. If you're going for a time, I guess this flattish section, when I say flat, probably 8%, 10%. This is where you want to kind of, push it to make up that time. Oh, looks like we've got a spectator here come to cheer me on. I told you there'd be sheep, didn't I? And he ain't moving out of my way neither. Gonna have to go around him. Cheers for that. Oh, thought he was gonna have a go at me then. Yeah, so just watch out for these guys. Stitch. Not looking forward to this bit. And there goes the comb. Right, I'm easing off the gas here. What's coming down? I've got a car behind me and I've seen a vehicle come down the 33% section. So inevitably, the one behind me and the one in front, they're going to have to cross paths. And chances are they're going to block the entire road up. So I'm easing off, moving over right to my left, waved him through. Let them two get past each other, then I can carry on, because there's no way I'm looking to unclip here. So just ease off. It's going to cost me seconds, but it's better than unclipping, isn't it?
Cheers, thank you.
Right, let's focus our attention on what most cyclists that come to ride Hardknott Pass for, which is the heart-pounding and dreaded 33% section. This is the moment where the climb reaches its absolute max gradient, testing not only your physical strength, but your mental reserve as well. You'll see in a few minutes, but as you approach this section, the road seemingly defies gravity. And it's like cycling up a wall. Your legs are going to be burning, you'll be hoovering up all sorts of flying insects as you take rapid breaths, and every pedal stroke will feel like an enormous effort. More than just a physical challenge, this section can be a mental battleground. Doubt can always creep in, and you might wonder if you've got what it takes to conquer the monstrous incline. It's here that your determination and sheer willpower are put to the ultimate test. But whatever you do, don't stop. Keep on grinding away. Focus on the job at hand. Having the right gearing on this section is absolutely crucial. You want the lowest gear ratio to make each pedal stroke manageable. I'd recommend choosing semi-compact or even better compact to ensure you can navigate this bit of road. On the back, I think it's most common for bikes to be shipped with 1130 now, but if you can go higher, don't hesitate to switch it out. As you approach the 33% section, there's a small left and right zigzag. Now this took me by surprise. I'm thinking, oh, it's here, we're doing it. But no, you can see my power's going up, almost up to 400 watts, and then back down again as I realised a bit early yet. So just a little bit longer, and you'll see a little bit of a wall on your right hand side. So this wall could come in useful if you're on the Fred Whitten and you don't have a clear line, if there's too many people on the road or in your way, you could potentially put your hand on that wall, stay clipped in, look for a clear line, and then full gas up. So this is it, full gas up now. Watts are going up through the roof. 420, 430, 450. There we go. Full gas. You want to lean forward slightly, but not so much that your back wheel's gonna start slipping. It's a bit dry today, so I'm all good. If it's wet, you might want to kind of lean back a bit, sit down, but you don't want to pull a wheelie. Take this left hand side of the bend here, just to even it out a bit, and that's it. You're round, you're through. That's the worst of it done. However, your heart rate is going to be through the roof. Look like mine, 201 beats per minute. And this section here, this section absolutely sucks, because you want to catch your breath and you just can't. You just got to keep drilling away, keep grinding, keep grinding. It's almost done. It's not as steep anymore. It feels steep. It probably is steep, but you just know a little bit further to go now. Just get through this bit here, and then you're done. It's completed. There's no way you're unclipping here. Do not unclip here, because you're done. You're finished. Keep going, keep going. Look at my heart rate, 200 beats per minute. Up, 201, back down again. Keep digging away, keep digging. That's it. Okay, keep them pedals turning now. Forget the pain and think about all the kudos you're gonna get on Strava and the stories you'll be able to tell your grandchildren. You've cycled one of the baddest, the toughest, the steepest climbs in Britain. What a guy, or girl. Hardknott Pass is more than just a challenging climb. It's an experience that's going to leave a lasting impression. The sense of achievement, the awe-inspiring views, and the stories you'll gather along the way will make it a journey you'll never forget. If you're still watching at this point, don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with fellow cyclists. And if you've got any questions or would like to share your own Hardknott Pass experiences, please leave a comment below. Until next time, keep climbing, keep pedaling, and keep pushing your limits. Give me a second. New max heart rate has to be knackered proper. Some excuses coming. I had a cramp in my stomach coming up, stitching and all sorts. Had a sandwich made 15 minutes beforehand and a coffee. Maybe I should have waited. Banged a can of Coke instead.
You're right.
I've been better.
Why have you cycled this way? Up?
Yeah, up the hard way.
Oh, it was hard work in the car.
Good luck.
Oh, thank you. That's what they call full tuss, as Doctor would say. Hope to God this GoPro's actually recording, because I can't actually tell. I've got to go back down now, that 33%, which is probably more scarier going down than going up. I'm afraid of heights. Just look forward and that's it. At least it's a cool breeze. Oof. Right, let me get my legs back together and stand up. Oof. Saltish. Salt everywhere. That's where I've come up. Just waiting for this motorcyclist to get down. Looks like he's panicking. I think I'm going to be panicking in a minute. Yeah, it's a common thing. Even the cars can't get up here.
So the machines can, but the drivers sometimes do.
No.
Have fun.
Enjoy. GoPro footage does not do it justice.